what brings you here today.
I'm having a rough time.
Can you tell me a little more about that? Tell me a little about what makes your time rough.
Well, I'm struggling. I don't even know where to begin. I'm trying to work full time. I'm trying to go to school full time. I'm trying to take care of my kids and, make sure my husband's happy. And I'm trying to, do some self-care, working out every day. I just feel like I'm spinning out of control and I just don't have enough hours in the day.
I think your struggle is one that we all have and known to many nowadays. So you're not alone. So never feel alone in that. But do you think we could hone in on maybe a couple of things that you want to focus on? Sounds to me like you're saying you just feel like things are out of control and too many irons in the fire, too many things juggling at once. Think we could maybe rein that in a little and talk about one or two subjects that you think would be higher on your priority list, just a little bit. No, that was a lot, if you could do that.
Yeah. Well, I guess some big priorities I have definitely, would be, I guess, the struggle with my kids. I'm having a hard time communicating with them. I feel like we're just kind of starting our day every day on a bad note. Like, I don't know what to do.
Now, did you tell me how old your children were?
Well, I have one that's 8, and then I also have a teenager.
Okay.
He's 13, and I feel like that one's the one that I'm having a harder time, having conversations with, and even just getting him out of bed every day is a struggle. I'm trying to, every day I feel like I'm waking up in the morning, and I'm trying to get my kids out of bed, and they don't want to get out of bed. And then I get upset and I get frustrated with them, and then I start to yell, and then I start to feel bad because here's this process of me, waking them up, trying to wake them up, and then here I am yelling at them. So then I've got all this guilt from yelling at them in the morning, and I don't know what to do about it. I just don't know.
Sounds like you're telling me you're overwhelmed with your teenager, which is not uncommon.
Yes.
Not uncommon. So, tell me what it looks like, what a night looks like, or what a morning looks like with your teenager, with your children that causes so much struggle or chaos.
Well, I will every night, we'll just kind of, go off, do our own thing, go to bed, or think maybe we're going to bed. I don't even know. And then, in the morning, I'm trying to wake them up, and then, because they're having a hard time waking up in the morning, then it gets later and later and later, and then I don't have time to get, anything else ready for the day. Then I have to yell at them to brush their teeth, and I have to yell at them to hurry up and get in the car, and then we have to hurry up and get to work, and, they have to go to school real fast, and and then I just feel bad because here I am yelling at them, and that's how we started our day, and I don't know what to do.
Yeah. I understand, and again, don't feel bad. You're not alone, but maybe we could think of some things we could do, maybe things you could do the night before that would make the morning a little less chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not always so rushed. Maybe just a few things you could add in the night rather than the morning, and see if that takes the tension level down in the house just a little bit. And is there anything you could?
So are you saying it might be a good idea to try to maybe see if there's some things that I can get ready the night before, like, I don't know, maybe I make sure that the lunches are ready the night before, like make sure everybody has their stuff together for their lunches, and maybe I don't know, maybe I could make sure they have their clothes laid out the night before.
Absolutely, you're right on the right track. I suggest that to a lot of people, that get anything you can done the night before. Definitely clothes laid out for boys or girls. Girls especially, but for boys too. It just takes one less thing off that list, if that's done. And what else do you think that So clothing,
what about, I don't know, I guess like their water bottles, and there's just so many things.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
I'll just
to make sure everything is gathered around the house. You know, their books are in one spot. They don't have books over here and books over there and things over there. So everything's laying maybe by the front door. The clothes are laid out. You know, the dresser, wherever you'd like to lay them out. Maybe those are two things that we could work on.
Yeah.
We could work on this week, and when you come back at our next appointment, maybe we could talk about how that worked, just adding those two things in, and if things were a little bit calmer with those things.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think that's definitely something that I could try, and see if maybe that helps every day for the frustration within the day. And you know, I'm just hoping that, you know, some if I try to change some things, that it'll make it easier on all of us to, you know, get through the day. So yeah, I think I could try those two things.
And I understand no one wants to start their day out like that, and just taking a little bit less responsibility of all of you in the morning would be helpful for the stress level, I think.
Okay, all right, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. That definitely makes sense.
So we'll try that this week and go from there.
Okay, all right, okay, I can do that. My other thing that I really feel like is a struggle, I know you're talking about prioritizing things. I guess it's, you know, trying to get time for me, for exercise, just some me time. I don't know. Do you have any ideas of some things or that I could do to try to get more me time in? I have no idea.
Some people have found that getting up earlier, which I know sometimes sounds difficult, but getting up earlier, even just 15 minutes to yourself in the morning, maybe start small in increments. If it's hard for you to get up, is it hard for you to get up and get out?
A little bit, but you know, you're probably right. I could just wake up a little earlier and maybe use some of that time in the morning to kind of, you know, prioritize it as my time, my me time.
I have found with clients and in my own life, when you get up when the house is peaceful and quiet and no one else is up, that's really a time that you can do whatever you need to do to start your day, to calm your day, whether that's meditation or prayer. You could do a couple of that can start your day out more peaceful.
Oh, that's a good idea. Do you have any recommendations of some different meditation or anything like that I could utilize?
Deep breathing techniques. I don't know if you have in through your nose, out through your mouth, like hold it 3 times, you know, hold that 3 minute or 3 seconds.
Okay.
Nice deep breath in, deep breath out. That is very helpful.
Okay, maybe I can look up some YouTube videos or something like that and see if I can find something. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As far as that goes, I'm trying to think. I feel like you know, my kids, I guess, was the number one priority that has really brought me in today with my struggles. And you know, I definitely want to try. I like your idea of trying some things the night before to kind of try to just make it a little bit easier for all of us. And you know, maybe I'll try to wake up a little bit earlier this week too, so that way I can see if maybe that will kind of help me along with, you know, having my me time, but also having a little more time if I need to tackle some of the other things that I might not have gotten to.
If let's say you put aside some of that time. If you drink coffee, you can peacefully drink your coffee. But if you also need to throw in a little laundry, you can do that while you're drinking your coffee. Something like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. All right. I think that's
enough for this week. It feels like 3 things to add into the routine would be enough.
Yeah, definitely. It doesn't feel too overwhelming, but you know, a couple little changes might really help me here.
Yes, I believe so. All right. Thanks.